Hey, what's going on, G-Ballers? Today, I have an exciting new knife here to share with you, coming in from HX Outdoors. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome to GBall Vision. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your EDC is for today. If you're not familiar with HX Outdoors, they have been putting out some really high value pocket knives. They also have a wide range of other stuff on their website, which I'll have linked down below. These knives are available, and there is a coupon code down there below the link for this knife. Comes in this nice little hard case here. This is going to be the ZD113 here, and the price tag of this knife, it actually just changed because I was looking at this the other day, and these are down at $29.99, plus there's a 5% coupon code down there, so you're talking under $30 for this knife right here. And we are going to be looking at a drop point with a satin finish, coming in D2 steel here, and we are looking at a titanium handle here that is going to be over top of steel liners. And then we have a lower mounted pocket clip here, and that is going to be made out of steel. So you're really getting a tremendous value here with this pocket knife, and they also have a few others as well that come down around the $30 price point, and different styles where they offer D2 and titanium, and you're just getting one hell of a deal. They also have knives with more premium blade steels and titanium handles, so you really can kind of pick your poison if you want to go ultra affordable down around the $30-$40 mark, or if you want to bump up a little bit higher. We are going to be looking at good access on that liner. There's jimping on it and a chamfer. That is exactly what I want to see right there. Beautiful execution, and the flipper tab works really well. We have a couple of jimps on there, and it sticks out just enough that you can get really good leverage on it, and that detent is tuned to the point where you can really fire this thing out, and it's a beautiful recipe right here. This is a well done flipper tab with a very nice detent. That's great, really strong. Exactly, this is, if you like a flipper, man, this will really fill the bill. This is definitely a driving knife for me. I love a good flipper on the road, and the closing action, it's going to be nice and smooth. That'll break in, of course. We centered? Yeah, I think she's centered up. Maybe off to the show side by a touch, but it looked pretty close to me. We'll go ahead and get a check here on some measurements. We got 6 and 7/8 of total knifeness. We have 2 1/4 cutting edge and 2 7/8 of total blade here. So we're not talking about a huge knife, more in that mid-size range. It's a size that has become very popular here over the last couple of years. Somehow we went to tactical, crazy knives, you know, all through the 90s and early 2000s. Big folders, you know, chonkin folders, to knives that weigh 1.8. And, you know, you can barely tell they're there. But, you know, there is a place for them. A lot of people enjoy this size. I'll bring out the drop bear from Kaiser, Benchmade bug out here on the bottom, and you'll see this knife is in that classification, more along the lines of the drop bear, but even a touch smaller. And we got 2 more here. We got the Spyderco Parrot 3 up top and the Vostede Raccoon here on the bottom. And you'll see it's going to be a touch smaller than something like the Parrot 3 and much smaller than the Raccoon. Next, we'll bring out the GBall Vision and 50 Ways Baked In Hank here, and we'll take a look at this pocket clip and see what the retention is like. see what we have for looks outside the pocket here. And I really like this. We have a little bit poking out there, and that's a nice place and a good indicator to identify the knife and get it, grab it, and retrieve it out of the pocket. That has good retention. You don't have a ton of room under there, so it might not be, you know, the best in thicker seams. Definitely something to factor in if you plan on using this during the winter in your Carhartts or something like that. But, you know, for jeans pockets, shorts, and most waistbands, I'd say you're going to be okay. It's got good tension there. We are going to be looking at right-hand carry only, though, for that pocket clip. Man, that flipper action is really good. Almost as nice as this Hank is right here. You need a new Hank? Check out 50 Ways Baked In. There's a 10% discount code down there as well. No affiliation, just awesome Hanks by awesome people, and a discount code for all of you. Now we'll get the arch nemesis out here and we'll give this a weight check. Now I think I saw it on the website when I was scoping this knife out, so I'm not going to be guessing. We're going to find out together. If you want to guess though, I invite you to still play along, but I'm not going to play because I'm pretty sure I saw it. So I'm not 100% sure, but I thought that's what I saw. So I don't want to play. I'm not going to cheat. 3.5 ounces, that's what I saw, and 98 grams for everyone else. So it's got a little bit of meat on its bones for its size, but that is, I think, awesome to get titanium over top of steel liners. That gives this thing a ton of handle strength. I mean, a literal ton. And I love how they kind of extend the liner a little bit to close in this spine even a little bit more. And that just really aids in the comfort. This knife really reminds me of something else, another design. You know, not that it's like a copy of something, but it just reminds me of something. And can't quite put my finger on it, what knife that is, but there's something out there that is registering that, you know, I felt this same way about at least one other time. But enough with all the feeling talk. We're going to get some measurements here on this knife. We'll check our handle thickness first. That's coming in at 0.42 and 10.8 millimeters. We have 3 millimeters for our blade stock and 121 thousandths there for our blade stock. Try to get a good hold here. It's not very good. And about 19 thousandths there in that particular spot. Let's see how old boy cuts right out of the box. We'll grab our catalog paper here and see what this thing is looking like. It's going to be a good poker and piercer. You got that lower drop point blade. I love the flat rolling out into that really nice long swedge. Gives this a nice character to the blade. And as far as the edge is concerned, this thing is laser sharp. Whoo, okay. Yeah. Look at that. That bad boy's cutting nice, and that's a nice finish. Nice satin finish on that D2. Look at that. That's a good looking knife right here for what, $30 or a little under that. I guess if you factor in tax and the discount code, you know, it's probably going to be right about $30 or something of that nature, which that's an awesome deal for a good knife in D2 that has steel and like G10 or micarta. But you put titanium in that equation at that price, that's insane. You know, I'm not sure how they're doing it, but this isn't the only knife that is like that, like I said earlier. because I have this one here as well, and this is a cutout. So if you're someone who, for whatever reason, don't like flippers, they have others as well with cutouts and minimal flippers like this one here, which I love this knife as well. You can see a little bit different styles here, but that one there again, and like I said, the website will be down below. That it's an insane value. It's almost like tongue twisting that we're able to get this type of combination in 2025, because this was unheard of, 5 years ago and beyond. To get titanium handles, you had to at least spend 100 plus, and I would say 150 plus, 5+ years ago. So to get it for $30 is just, it's baffling. But no matter how baffling it is, we are still going to introduce this old boy here to Mr. Spine Whacker. And we are going to see how this thing holds up. Lockup looks pretty solid there, about 40% maybe. Let's see how she feels. No movement, up or down. Nope. Feels good. Detent is beautiful. Even if you lollygag it. Oh, it's so good. Really well done on the action department there from HX. Not sure who the OEM is, but good job. Good job. We'll start out towards the tip here, and we'll give this a couple of taps. Those were some good shots, and it sounds good. Okay. Good. Really good. Man, that is awesome. That is awesome. Got good lockup, good materials, keeping everything in perspective. Good materials with titanium and D2. And I have had a lot of people pick knives up from HX Outdoors in the D2, and I've never gotten a bad report back. I only have 2 experiences with their D2 and now this one here. And as you can see, there's no corrosion issues here on the satin finish, and it's held up very well. Now, I haven't gotten to use this a ton, but I used it quite a bit, and still on the factory edge and still nice and sharp. So holding up pretty good for a $30 knife, I would say. Really good execution. Chamfer and jimping on both liners, excellent. The branding on the blade, I'd love to see them without that. Not the end of the world though for $30. I would like to see them offer lefty clips. They could make this a simpler clip even and go to a stack double and, make a mill spot on this side, add an extra hole and screw here, and you could make this a, lefty and righty carry, ambidextrous. So, couple of add-ons, and that would increase cost maybe a couple bucks or whatever, but I think ultimately if this went up to 35 or something, so let's say, for the extra machining and whatnot, I still think that would be an insane deal. And if we, I would say even adding a titanium clip to this, which that 3-hole pattern looks like the standard Benchmade pattern and Spyderco. So there should be a lot of aftermarket clips that are titanium that would fit this. Tons of different colors you could choose from Lynch and MXG. So there's a lot of options on the table where you could go to a deep carry titanium clip or whatever your little heart desires with that pattern there. So that opens up an extra door with this knife here. It doesn't help lefty carry at all, but it makes the knife even more enticing. You can see there the size difference, where that one's a little bit bigger. This is the 15T. The 15T. Like I said, I'll link them down below, and you can go over and check them out, see what they have to offer. Don't forget, there's a discount code down there as well. You'll have to let me know what you think. Is this something you could see adding to your weekly rotation or your collection? I look forward to hearing from you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there to more people. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe, because I release videos like this every single day. I'd love to have you here. I'll pop up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.